Hi there everybody, Sigmund Seroka with another weekly weather explainer for you, and I know that's a lot of text behind me, but I want to break it down for you really simply. We're going to be talking about ENSO, or El Niño Southern Oscillation, and basically what that means is that's the fluctuation between sea surface temperatures and atmospheric pressure over the Pacific Ocean that leads to either El Niño winters, La Niña winters, or even sometimes neutral conditions. Now El Niño, that term, comes from basically it reaching its full strength around Christmas time, and there was a lot of Roman Catholic inhabitants along the western South America equatorial coast there, and they would see it reach full form by about Christmas. So they named it in celebration of the birth of the child Jesus, and that's where El Niño comes from. But basically it means there's above average sea surface temperatures and some weak trade winds from the east right there along the equator. So you start seeing a lot less moisture over Indonesia, but a lot more of it in the tropical Pacific Ocean. And those low-level surface winds aren't strong enough to move that warm water all the way west and allow for colder water to come up. That upwelling, if that does happen, if those trade winds are a little bit faster, is how we actually get La Niña. It's the exact opposite of El Niño, and it is below average sea surface temperatures. A lot of that rain gets carried over to the western side of the Pacific Ocean, while the eastern portion remains fairly dry, at least in the tropic area right along the equator for the western coastline of the South Americas. Now, it can become a little bit stronger. Sometimes those easterly winds just are very, very strong. El Niño, they can even blow the opposite direction because they're that weak. Now, neutral is when temperatures are pretty close to average, and there are some instances where the ocean, temperature-wise, can look like it's in El Niño or La Niña, but the atmosphere isn't really seeing a bunch of differences in pressure. Sometimes it's the other way around. Lots of differences in pressure in the atmosphere, but temperatures are right around average. So you just have neither El Niño or La Niña. But according to the Climate Prediction Center, there is a La Niña watch in place because we are seeing those sea surface temperatures drop below average in the western Pacific. That's near the coastlines here, and so that means we're seeing cooler water basically off of our west coast, and we're going to continue to see below average temperatures over the next couple of months. La Niña is expected to begin to emerge over the next couple, at least September through November, with a solid chance, 66%. So still going to feel some of the effects of El Niño, but it won't be very strong as we head into this winter. Better chance of seeing La Niña emerge between November and the beginning of next year as we are seeing cooler and cooler temps. This is over the last 4 weeks, and you can see right here along that equator a lot of blue showing up. That's cool water temps. Those easterlies, they're pretty strong, pushing all that warm water way over here towards Indonesia and North Australia. That's carrying a lot of the moisture with it and giving a lot of rain now over there as we're going to be seeing those cooler temps continue right along here. This is one of the most updated I could find from the Climate Prediction Center of the sea surface temperatures from the beginning of this week. We'll only continue to see it get cooler right along this line right here as it stretches further and further out into the central Pacific. And La Niña basically means a colder, wetter winter to look forward to, so might be seeing a little bit more snow this year than we saw last year, but we'll keep an eye on that as we get closer. But that does it for your weather explainer this week. For more news and weather updates, stay right here on the Nonstop Local streaming channel.